Good evening, traders, and welcome to our show After Hours with Berries. Well, this is the last day of the month of March. This is the last day of the financial year, and as you can see, the monthly candle has formed into a doji. So it is a very clear indication that market doesn't really know where it wants to go. That's what a doji candle is really. That you get a lot of down move, you get a lot of up move, but at the end of the month, market ends precisely where it began the month with. And generally on a monthly time frame, this is a monthly time frame by the way, to see only a difference of if you can see here between open and close is 35 paisa. So within 35 paisa the market has closed. Kshitij's read that the continuous how should I call it, the four continuous red candles do not usually happen in Nifty was correct. We ended up having a doji. Well, if you consider 35 paisa, it is a red candle, but well, from a purely technical point of view, this is an indecision candle. Often they do signal reversals, but whether they work on monthly time frame and that too on an index or not, I'm not really sure. If this was a daily chart this close to a support, if I had seen a doji candle, I would have definitely said there is a good chance of reversal. But I guess all said and done, we have had a very rocky month volatility wise. Uh, this is how it was. It was quite a bit of a high, then a low, and then ending precisely where it was. So that was Nifty. In Bank Nifty, an interesting setup is forming. We saw Bank Nifty taking base in this range, and now it looks like we might even see a breakout in Bank Nifty above maybe 40,900, maybe 41,000. On an index, it's a little difficult to pick where exactly the breakout will occur, because if we get a couple of slow days next week, the breakout might just happen at 40,500 and so on. We will keep an eye on this. We will also keep an eye on Nifty Finance because, well, it has already touched the trend line. If the breakout has to happen in Nifty Finance, it might just happen. And there is another interesting setup where there is a gap here. So this entire gap might just function as another zone where Nifty spends some time, provided we break above this level. We will see on Monday how that goes in new financial year with a clean slate. Quite a few stocks gave really good rally today. If you all were following the markets, not this really, but Bajaj Finance has closed below this particular zone, and we might just see more correction here. As compared to Bajaj Finserv, two stocks move quite in tandem. Bajaj Finserv has already moved till here. There is still some time to go before a very strong support. Similar is the story in Bajaj Finance. I mean, another support might just happen somewhere near 5,200 or so, but very weak setup, not very convincing charts. As you can see, a continuous downtrend from last probably September. So keeping away from this, but an interesting setup I found was in ICICI Securities. Now, agreed, it might look like we have had a breakdown, but as soon as we go on to a sort of higher timeline and line charts, you can see that this can just be a wick. Well, since weekly has closed it, there is a lot of buying, is what I'm trying to say. We may not see 410 again in ICICI Securities at all. I have entered in small quantities, but I do keep in mind that 375 can come once again, because I'm not sure if our viewers know, but brokerage stocks are a sort of deep cyclical stocks, so they react quite sharply to market cycles. If we in fact go into a downturn, then we might see ICICI Securities once again at 200 level as well. There is no denying that. This was one interesting setup. Another one was in Bajaj Consumer. Again, on a weekly time frame, it looks like there is a support here, though it wasn't strictly restricted or rather respected past few times. But there is another trend line that is forming here, that combined with a support at 150 sort of a round figure. I think I mean, the stop loss is large, no doubt, but I feel this is where the buying can start. That is what I am doing basically. So these are the two stocks I saw in the setup. I couldn't really find anything after a long time. IT Pack did bounce completely. Like all the IT stocks showed really good move. Though none are in that great setups, I will say. I mean, other than HCL Tech, which is sort of a retest, but I would much prefer to buy it at a lower level. Maybe partial entry here, partial entry at a lower level. We will see. This is all for the next financial year, that is on the Monday. We will see how that goes. I think I will wrap up because there are not many setups that have excuse me, though the market has moved by quite a bit, not many setups have formed. So I think we will see how the market goes on Monday, and from there we will start building up our positions. So guys, thanks for tuning into After Hours with Berries. This was Gandhar. Make sure you like this video, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to our YouTube channel, press the bell icon. And of course, the first link in the video's description will be to our newly started newsletter. So make sure you subscribe to that as well. Thank you.